So when I go on a longer trip, I start to prepare these individual packages. So that's a breakfast. It's kind of like the military concept of a meal ready to eat. So here's a typical lunch of Ichiban soup and some sardines. This is a typical dinner of some craft dinner and a soup in there. So I sort things out in packages. It makes it easier to ration on longer trips, and it makes it easy at night when you get into camp to just figure out what you're going to eat.
Alright, here I am at the trailhead for Howse Pass, which is a historic fur trading route. It's an abandoned trail, so I got a permit, but it's just a bivouac permit, so I can pretty much camp anywhere. It's 20 kilometers to Howse Pass, so should be able to make it today. I've said it before, I never look forward to hiking. It's kind of weird. I do look forward to it, but I don't until I get here and I get on the trail and start walking. As soon as I start walking, those first few miles are always painful. The pack's got to settle in. Everything hurts a little bit, but you get into the pace eventually. So today I'm going to a seldom visited place called Howse Pass. Not today, but probably tomorrow I'll get there. Here's what the trail looks like right off the bat. As you can see, this isn't very well used. It's so dry here. There's a creek just behind me, so I found a nice little spot. So take a couple minutes to make a fire, and then I'll just boil a little bit of water. I don't even have to walk. I got all the dry wood I need right here. So I'll just make a fire, boil some water, have a soup. I've been gone for a couple of hours. The beauty of hiking in summer is you get lots of daylight, so you can go pretty late. And just like that, I got water just starting to boil, enough to make a soup. This is just about one of the worst trails I've ever been on for the last hour. I've just been bushwhacking through willows as tall as a man, so there's deadfall everywhere. Which is a real struggle because you're constantly trying to get over stuff. Kilometers of shit like this. There's the trail right through there. Following an old riverbed. It's been pretty boring so far. So it's looking a little more promising right now. At least the weather's nice. This is not a trail for fair weather hikers. I've been bushwhacking for the last hour. Check this out. That's where I came from. That's my pack, and the trail is down that way. It's just been windblown, and the wardens don't come here. There's a warden's cabin at Howse Pass, but I don't know when they've ever gone there. It's 5:35. I'm done. It's been bushwhacking, and I just can't go any further, so got a nice little spot. First thing I like to do is set up the tent, just in case it starts raining. Get the tent going. It's always important. Home sweet home. These cheap folding axes are one of the best tools out here. I bring a Leatherman. Sorry, not a cheap folding axe, a cheap folding saw. But and just like that I can cut through some wood. Got a nice place to sit. Gonna make a little fire right there along shore. And I cheat a little bit. I bring this little fire starter and I'm gonna use just this little chunk to make the fire. I've been here just under 45 minutes and I have shelter. Got a nice fire going. I definitely have water. This is nice clean water. We're so close to the pass. I got firewood collected. There's driftwood everywhere. I'm all set. I'm gonna cut a stick and cook some smokies, maybe make a bowl of soup and follow it up with a hot chocolate and enjoy my book and then go to bed early. Not much to do at night. It's 8:30 right now. Make the fire big. It's not raining too bad. Enjoy the heat. And later on I'll just go to sleep. Got everything under the vestibule for the night. There's no bear pole here, but I'm not worried. There's no need to hang the food up. Not in a place like this. Besides, everything smells like smoke. There's not much room in the tent. It's a two-man tent. I prefer a two-man tent. I'll take on a few extra pounds for the comfort of having some space at night versus just a one-man tent. Gives me a little bit of room for under the vestibule for stuff, and I'll keep some stuff in here. And then just for my pillow, I'll take some clothes and put it in the sleeping bag and use that as a pillow. That turned out actually pretty good. So what I'll do is I'll get the fire going on that end, and then I'll push the coals underneath, and then I put the pot on these two soaked pieces of driftwood. So now I'll have hot water. No matter what, now my technique is just to boil a lot of water in the morning, and then I have one small plastic cup, and I'll make myself a coffee and drink it out of that cup. Then I'll make myself an oatmeal and eat it out of that cup. I eat everything out of the cup just so I don't have a lot of dishes to do today. My favorite breakfast drink for sure is a little bit of powdered coffee. And then half a hot chocolate left over from the night before. And powdered hot chocolate. Everything gets burned. And then use a little pot so I don't have to move the big pot. Oh yeah, she's boiling. And once I got my cup of joe, I can really ponder what I'm going to do today. It's soaking wet out, so it's going to be preferable to get everything dry and Sun's gonna come up somewhere over there, burn off these clouds, and that's where I'm gonna go set up a rope to dry my tarp. Because I really like to dry everything before I get going, if I have the opportunity. This thing is soaking wet right now, so no matter what, I mean, that's just the water in this thing is a couple of pounds that I don't need to carry. So hopefully the sun comes up over there, even if it's not sun, even if it's just wind or a breeze. I mean, I'll shake it a bit, but I need this thing to dry. As long as that's dry, everything else will be fine. Air out of this thing. So I roll it a couple of times until I get the air out. Put the heavier items at the bottom, the lighter stuff on top. Try and keep everything tight so it doesn't move around. First aid kit, gotta have that. I bring a spare stove, you never know when you're gonna need it. And then, whoops, batteries. I put things on top that I'm going to need during the day. So today's lunch and some trail mix and a ration for breakfast. I always have a spare parts, a bit of rope, little or twine, things that can be useful. I'm going to keep the toilet paper dry. So the toilet paper This trail is almost impassable. There's so much deadfall. I had to look carefully. If you look right there, you can see a flag hanging, so I'm guessing that's the trail. Oh shit. That's the trail. You tell me where the trail is. I just came through there. I'm soaking wet. Well, Howse Pass will be another year because there's so much windfall on the trail and it's just exhausting to try and find the trail, and the trail keeps disappearing, and then the river's too high. It's an abandoned trail, so park services don't maintain it anymore, so there's so much deadfall, windfall, and big trees trying to go over them, and you're constantly losing the trail, and I'm running the risk of injury. So it's really the kind of trail that I should do with a companion. So it's okay. I've had a few trails over the years that have taken me several attempts to reach the objective, Jonah's Shoulder being one of them. So I'll store this one for another day. Besides, this has what I would call a high work to low reward ratio. I have a feeling the pass isn't that spectacular. Getting a little discouraged. But finally the sun came out, so I decided to not keep following the trail in the bush right now, but come down to the river a bit, make a fire, cook a smoky. It'll change my mood. Plus I'm drying everything out in the sun right now, so maybe the sun will dry the trail somewhat. See how it goes. This is the Howse River. I was gonna have to cross this anyways somewhere along the way. So probably a good thing that I turned around. That's what it looks like. It's pretty gorgeous. The trail's not exactly obvious. I can see it. I hope it's a trail. Beats walking through the trees like I did yesterday. I'm following the river today. I like walking along the river a lot more than I did walking along the forest, that's for sure. Well, that's the trail right there and it crosses. This is problematic. I did pretty good. I crossed on this log. And I gotta tape myself doing it again. Not worth it. Somehow or other, I'm not on the same trail I came in on, because I would have remembered this. Anytime you cross an obstacle like that, you sort of remember it, but I don't remember crossing that. Check out how old this trail is. It's been used by fur traders and natives. When you get to a spot like this, you have to get water. This is the best water you can have. Oh God, that's good. Too lazy to cook anything else right now, so I'm just took out the stove and boiling some water. I'll make a fire later. You can hear the rain outside. It's 6:30. I got here after about 6 hours of walking today. Made a bowl of soup. Now I'm in my tent. Everything's fine. I don't care. It can rain all night. If it stops raining, I'll make a fire and eat the last of my smokies. And then tomorrow I have a 2-hour hike out back to the car. It stopped raining. And this is perhaps one of the most gorgeous campsites I've ever been at. Another fine fire going tonight. Got some hot dogs or smokies. Got lots of firewood around here. The sun came out. Wow. Got lots of food left to eat. So, nice to eat. The only thing that leaves a little bit to be desired here is the water's kind of stagnant. It's also very, very, very silty. It's not even clear. Well, it's clear, but so today was not my favorite day. Rain, the trail was soaking wet, my pants were wet. You can see right now I'm wearing my black fleece. These are the pants I keep dry. It's not like I bring a lot of clothes out here. I'm only here for 3-4 days, so I wear the same clothes during the day, and then I have a set of change clothes for at night to sleep in, and a couple of pairs of extra socks, but really, who cares, you know? see a lot of people that bring so much stuff out here. They pack like mules, and for me it's not about the comfort from home, it's about the fire. I absolutely love trails where I can make a fire and cook on a fire. Right now I'm having a hot chocolate. The evening's beautiful, so it makes it all worthwhile. I just use this tea. That way, I don't have to move the pot off the stove or the fire. Well, it's been a great day. Now it's time to go to bed soon. This is definitely a really gorgeous spot. Very nice. Dry stuff. It's not wet from rain, but wet from moisture. That goes in the bottom of the pack, so I like to pack that Fires always provide so much comfort. Nice to have a fire at night or during the day. I mean, it is comforting and it's psychologically good, but that's time to put it out. Sand underneath. And the saddle up. Alright, only about 2 hours to get to the car. Should be a good day. Big long, boots are wet. Grass isn't too bad, but that's what the trail looks like. Keep brushing against willows and make the sides of your pants all wet. Beautiful day to be going home. There aren't even mosquitoes right now.